Beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of the Sports. Almost called the Stroke just now. Jesus Christ.
Jeez. Careful.
Pause.
Good way to start the episode, huh?
Yeah, welcome everyone to the Sports Load.
You're not lagging.
Yeah, I'm your host, John. That's my guy over there to the left, Mr. GPS, Garrett Paul Smith, and we got Van today. We got three Musketeers today. The baseball guys are in. And
Yeah,
before we talk about all that, let's get into keep liking, keep subscribing, send us some comments. We'll respond if need be. But let's get right to it, guys. Let's get to the Yankees versus Dodgers since Van is here. We can talk about.
Oh my God.
Look, man, you guys, 2 out of 3 losses is not good, especially a team that you're trying to meet again for the World. We're probably gonna have to meet in the World Series.
Yeah, I mean it's a tough loss.
Well,
Really.
at least Judge showed up.
Not this game.
Yeah, I mean
Not in this game.
It is-
He didn't do this game though. They didn't need it. If anything, he carried them. Like he was pretty much the whole offense the past 2 games.
I mean he's a regular season merchant. You know, is he gonna show up in October when we play him?
That's the real question. That was gonna be my thing. Like he like it's all cool during the regular season. I would rather go over lose out if I know I'm gonna beat him in the World Series.
I mean, only positive thing is we didn't beat their best pitcher.
Yeah.
But yet again, they beat our best pitcher.
Yeah, I was just about to tell you that. They just beat your best pitcher.
Yeah.
But I look, Yankees, I think they're gonna be fine in America, especially in the American League East. It's pretty much theirs to lose.
Yeah, it's pretty weak actually.
The Rays are catching up actually.
Well, yeah, but the Rays always seem to linger around. You know what I mean? Like they just for some reason.
Rays gonna
We
raise,
will
man.
here for them.
Yeah, and then the Red Sox gonna make a second half push for sure. That's almost guaranteed. Like it always comes down to like the last week with them for a wild card. But and the Orioles seem to be going back to being the Orioles.
They're lost
Like
completely.
3 years ago, yeah. And yeah, I don't see. I see the Yankees breezing through the playoff. To be honest with you, they can literally play mediocre ball and be all right, especially in the AL East. Like unless some big trade happened between the rivals. Oh, Toronto's even in the league, but
They're actually ahead of the Orioles somehow.
yeah.
I'm surprised.
Well, the
by
Orioles
that.
only won the Orioles 15 or 16 games in. Like they won 15 games, some shit like that.
Yeah. They're not. They're at the bottom of the league in terms of wins.
I think the Yankees have a big lead, and everybody else is pretty much at 500, right?
Yeah, I think the
it's-
Rays are like much closer.
I'll look at the standings. Hang on a second.
Yeah, let's see.
Actually, I was wrong. Toronto's in second.
Get out of here.
Wow.
Yeah, it goes Yankees, Toronto, Tampa, Boston, Baltimore.
What's the record of those teams?
So it's 36 and 22, 31 and 28, 30 and 29, 29 and 32, and 22 and 36. So it's
So pretty much everybody except the Orioles are lingering around 500 or just
Yeah,
above
yeah.
500.
yeah,
Yankees have it's right now it's
it's
a
a 5.5
safe
game lead.
yeah.
So it's not
not bad.
It's not huge, but it's not like small either.
Yeah.
Or not.
Literally
Like, yeah.
2 series, 2 bad series and 2 good series for another team, and they're back in.
Yeah, basically a good 2 weeks and you're back in it. So
Yeah.
or a bad 2 weeks and you're out of it.
So Van, what is your thoughts of like the concern over the Yankees pitching staff? Like
I think it's hard to say because Luis Gill is coming back, but like we don't know how like the type of player if he'd be good as last year. That's my only concern. I think we need to like trade for a number 3 guy in the rotation, maybe even number 4.
okay.
And
I actually like this guy. The guy that pitched today. I mean, this is like his worst start, but he's overall a decent pitcher, right?
Who, Yarborough?
Isn't he a decent pitcher?
I mean, I was surprised actually. He pitched pretty well.
Yeah, I think this was just This is just a bad outing for him, right?
Yarborough?
Yeah, this game was pretty much his worst outing.
He's only had 4 starts, so he hasn't pitched a ton,
Okay.
but
It wasn't. I'm sorry, not his worst start. I'm sorry, his best start. I'm bugging out again.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
start. I'm
best
like,
start. Yeah,
yeah, this is worse. Never mind what I said.
yeah. But yeah, this has been. Yeah, he's been him and Rondon. Rondon always like for some reason he's a streaky guy. Like he'll go off and win 5 straight, and then he'll also lose 5 straight. I'm
The
worried
thing
about
is,
him.
with Rodon, it's not consistency, momentum, I guess. Like
Mm-hmm.
once he lets up a run, it just starts piling on. Yeah, like he loses forgot the word. Confidence very
Okay.
easily.
Okay. So he's like a he got bullpen mind, like a reliever's brain. Like when a reliever gets they'll go up on a run and then they get one base hit or get one run or one home run, they just start piling up with home runs and runs. He's like one of those kind of guys.
Yeah.
But right now he's been pitching great. Like as of right now, my concern with him is that can he duplicate that in the playoffs? Like my issue with the Yankees always like can they do what they do in the playoffs?
They always choke.
They find a way to choke too. Like I'm like I don't know how because like it just shoots another egg, like does another like disastrous playoff run. I don't know how you could because the Yankees if he was a Met, he'll probably be forgiven. You know what I mean? But if it's the Yankees have a high standard for a guy like if he doesn't win a ring or bring a ring home for the Yankees, he'll be forgotten almost.
It'll be a better version of Dom Manley.
Yeah, I would. That's a fair assessment. He's obviously a way better player than Don Mattingly, and he's pretty much he could be like he is one of the best Yankees season guy, but not like when it comes to like when it's winning time, like he doesn't have that Jeter in him. You know what I mean? Like Jeter's always gonna be like top 5 no matter what the Yankee fan because he brought him rings. You know what I mean? And he fit that Yankees mold. Whereas this guy, he looks like a Yankee, he plays like a Yankee. Does he win like a Yankee? And that's the standard
no
he has
X
to.
factor.
Yeah, he has to
that's
win.
Lacks.
Yeah, and then of course he's a Yankee. Right now, he's just one of their guys. That gets lost in the shuffle. Like he's one of those guys. Like exactly what you said, like Don Mattingly. I don't know. I really am concerned about Judge's playoff run because his career will be probably he could literally just have one good playoff run and everything will be all forgotten.
Yeah, like one World Series win.
That's all he needs. Yeah, that's how it tells you how the bar is low now for the Yankees. Just win one ring. You know what I mean? The Yankees are known to we gotta get multiple rings. You know what I mean?
It's been a long time since they won one now. Since 2009.
Yeah, the late '90s kind of.
Yeah, late '90s to early 2000 run. And then then when was the last time? 2012 or 2009 was the last?
2009.
2012 was the Giants.
So it's been a while.
They've been in the World Series a few times, but they haven't won it.
Yeah, I just don't know how Aaron Boone and Brian Cashman have been there for so long, man.
Yeah,
I thought you guys would at least gotten Aaron Boone out of there 2-3 years ago.
He saved himself with the World Series, but
yeah,
I don't know. Putting Nestor Cortez in, still one of the most questionable sports coaching things I ever seen.
It's like not running on Marshawn Lynch, basically.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Had other guys they could put in, and they're like, nah, this guy's fine. It wasn't.
Patchwork. Yeah, but again, I'm not too concerning about the Yankees. Any thoughts on the Dodgers?
I'm kind of glad they whooped our ass. That might be a good wake up call, either for the front office to sign the guys we need, or for the players we have.
Yeah, I mean, I get your point. You do have a point there. I understand your point of view for sure. I just don't. I just think the Yankees aren't done. I think they're gonna just make a move in the trade deadline. It's almost a given because there's no way they're comfortable with this line, especially with. I know this is early in the season still technically, and it is the Dodgers. I'm pretty sure they're gonna play them again, right? In Yankee Stadium. So
I don't think so. Not sure.
really,
Well, it's an interleague game, I
because
think, so they only play them once.
oh, okay. But the Yankees and Mets face each other twice.
Yeah, it's because the
Special.
Subway Series.
Subway Series,
Oh,
it's
okay.
special.
So yeah, my thing is like you're gonna measure up. You're not gonna measure up against all the AL guys, the AL teams. You're gonna mess around. Your bar is set at the Dodgers is the team you gotta beat. And with this lineup, the way it's constructed, is this team capable of beating the Dodgers? Man,
Nah, not at all. I don't think there's not any team that could probably beat the Dodgers, in my opinion.
I beg to differ.
I beg
but
to differ as well.
You think the Mets can beat the Dodgers?
Oh, we definitely
Huh?
can. We have
we could beat
even.
the Dodgers,
We've shown we can multiple times.
and
We
we
can go
took them
toe
to
to toe
6
with them in
games,
any
man.
series. It doesn't matter.
Remember, the regular season is much different.
All right, but the playoff. All right, last year we took them to 6 games. The last time we faced them was the 2015 run that we went to when we lost to
we
the
beat them. We beat them in
Yeah, we beat
2015.
them with Kershaw, game 1 with Kershaw.
We have a history of
Kershaw's not
beating
been
the
a good
Dodgers,
playoff
so I don't
performer.
think it's I don't think it's a question. We're gonna always beat them. They might win one series against us, but we have a history of beating
We
them.
played. Yeah, I just think again, we're gonna get all our guys, especially our pitchers back. It's gonna be interesting. Perfect segue. Let's just get to the Mets game. Sorry, Van, but
Yeah, it is. I'm tired of talking about the Yankees sucking.
Yeah, the Yankees don't play the Dodgers again. They don't.
Damn.
It's only one series.
damn. But yeah, to the Mets. To be fair for the Mets, so like once we get our Montaz and Mania back, like Gary, what happens to the lineup?
I don't know. I
Because
think
that's
they're
8
gonna
guys in.
maybe they make a trade, hopefully for some hitting. That's what I'm hoping
Right,
they do. They
because-
trade somebody.
Because that's the only weakness is like and right now bottom half is actually playing well, but it is a weakness. Like
I mean,
you know,
I don't know. Maybe
It's-
Mauricio comes up or something.
yeah. See, I don't think we should make a trade necessarily. Like I think as for hitting, I think unless it's like a guy that's when McNeil was always consistently hitting the 300. Like we need like a kind of guy like that. But
Yeah.
I don't think we need like a slugger. I think we're good at the top. Because again, I feel like Lindor, and Soto and Alonso, they'll be fine. They'll go through their slumps, but for the most part, I'm not too concerned about it. They're talented enough to get out of it. And Soto seems to be warming up. My issue is like the bottom half. Like, can Nimmo find his groove hitting? Go back to being Nimmo again. I like Tyrone Taylor pretty much he's set. I don't care if he doesn't hit a ball ever again.
I think Alvarez is the biggest question mark. Alvarez, Vientos, and Beatty. If Beatty can keep it up, great.
Yeah.
But Alvarez has been pretty bad.
Alvarez has been terrible.
Yeah, he's been real
very
bad.
terrible.
Isn't he like really good on defense? So it makes up for it.
Oh yeah, he's a
So
great
is Torrent,
catcher.
like-
He's a great catcher, but
Yeah.
he's a really
It's-
his hitting used to be better than it is now.
Yeah,
been
and then the
terrible.
knock on the thing is like Torrens, the backup, has been hitting, and he's also a good catcher.
hmm
So I don't know what the deal is with Alvarez, man. He's still very young. I just think for me, when he steps into the play and he swings, he has an uppercut swing, which is I don't know what's that about. And he's always had that too, and he sucks at him and Vientos are terrible at breaking pitches.
Yeah, because the uppercut swing, pitchers can throw under it pretty easily.
Under, yeah.
That's what they do,
Vientos
they
is
throw under
concerning
it.
to me. I think out of all of them, Vientos is the most concerning.
Yeah.
Because you could always hide behind Alvarez. Always hide behind the bad hitting with his good catching and that you can always put him at number 9. You know what I mean? That's the ninth
He
guy.
could still be a backup catcher, essentially. He could.
Yeah.
You could do a platoon with Torrens.
Yeah. The thing is, though, Alvarez got so much talent, man. That's disappointing. I think I let last year slide because of the injury, and it seems like he's just been in a horrible funk.
Hopefully he'll get out of it. But Vientos is more concerning because he hasn't been hitting and his defense isn't very good.
Terrible. Yeah, it's been very bad.
Even in the eye test, you can tell his defense isn't very good.
Yeah, even when he makes good plays, he looks uncomfortable. He
Yeah.
looks very uncomfortable. I think he should just accept the fact he's a DH
Yeah,
as
he
of
has
right now.
7 errors right now.
That's terrible. That's not good.
Yeah, he hasn't been very
That's
good
color.
defense.
That's Rocky's kind of defense. That's
His,
Rocky shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been
Yeah, I
bad.
think you play that hot hand right now. Beatty's hot. You put him on defense. Let him play third base. You put Vientos. I like the way they've been moving him around a lot as far as like where he should play. As far as position, lineup position. I always thought of him as a legit. I'm going back to like old school lineups. Like you had the speed guy bat lead off. You had the
I mean, if we're talking about
gotta get
speed
him.
guys, we gotta talk about Acuna then. I think he's
Yeah, look, I feel he should be playing more. He
he
needs more
hasn't
reps.
been hitting as good, but he also hasn't been playing as much, so kind of goes hand in
Yeah,
hand.
I think that's the cure for him. Let him keep playing.
Yeah, I think they
'Cause
should
his
put.
defense is-
I think if anything, we trade McNeil for something, and then we just keep Acuna and let him play second, like all the time.
Yeah, let him and deal
Let
with
him
his
cook.
you also got to deal with his it's pretty much he's gonna be slumping from hitting from time to time. But I think he'll figure it out. Yeah, he'll figure it. His defense is like
His speed
freaking
too,
gold
man.
glove.
He's so fast.
Yeah.
I love
That's
it on the
what-
base
that's what-
path. That's so great when he's on
yeah.
base.
That's why you can't let that guy go. Like you can't set him down or trade him.
No,
That guy he'll just get on base. That's all he needs to do is get on base.
just get on base. Just
Just let
get to
him cook.
first, then he can steal everything else. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Let him cook. I think, and his defense is gold glove worthy, man. That guy, he could just he made some
Yeah.
great plays today.
He's a great
again,
defensive guy, and he's a great speed guy. So
Yeah, you can't let you can always make use of that guy. As far as Vientos is concerned, maybe he needs, and then his body language should suck. When he misses, he flips up the bat and fucking cursing like he's losing his mind. Vientos really needs. He needs like one of those. He needs to do a yoga or something like that and get his mind right.
yeah,
I
or
feel.
maybe a little switch with Mauricio.
Yeah,
Triple
maybe
A.
a little shake up. Yeah,
Yeah.
because if Mauricio comes up and starts cooking, what
That's
are you
what I think
doing?
they should do. I mean, we should just switch it.
So he might be. Again, he's too talented to be playing like this. But it's we're already in June. We're getting into the dog days of summer. It's no time to be like put up or shut up. Now you got a tough road trip ahead. The Dodgers come the first series in the West. For 3 games, right? Is it 3 games set or 4?
I think it's
4 games set.
Yeah.
And then if we could get a split, that'd be great.
Yeah, it's a gauntlet. 4 games against the Dodgers, and then we have Colorado again in Colorado.
Yeah. Oh man, the ball's gonna be flying. Pause.
Oh yeah, always. And we have
And then what?
the Nationals.
With the
We have
Diamondbacks.
the Nationals after that.
Oh, cool. The Nationals.
Not a bad team this year.
Yeah, the
Nationals
Nationals
are dangerous now. They're getting
Yeah,
they're getting good again.
they're getting real good.
Got Jake
They had
Wood.
a crazy first inning yesterday.
What happened? What did happen?
Well, they played the Diamondbacks and they had 8 runs before the pitcher got an out, basically.
No way.
Yeah, in the first inning, they were up 8
That's
to nothing,
hilarious.
and then the
Oh,
pitcher had
that's
taken
great.
an out before he got an out. So it was like, yeah. Like,
That's terrible.
so the
yeah,
Nationals
they
are
give him-
they're good. They're dangerous.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of the Nationals and the Mets, Dom Smith. I didn't know he was a Yankee.
Oh yeah. He's been in AAA though.
Yeah, and apparently he was cooking, and then he decided to opt out of his contract to become a free agent.
Yeah, because they're obviously keeping him down there. So
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Why you guys didn't bring him up, man? He's batting
Yeah.
300 in AAA.
Dom Smith's a Mets legend.
What
Most people
position? For
First
base.
outfield.
they have too many first basemen.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
Like
true.
Dom, remember he was like so hyped up for the Mets. Like he was the next. I think he was above Pete, and then he was supposed to be the next big thing. Pause, and then Pete just came and took over.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like Pete was supposed to. Pete wasn't supposed to even stay that long. Pete was just supposed to be like it was like to cover a shift almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Just
then
kinda worked
Pete
out.
became like one of the greatest rookies in Mets history.
Right. Wasn't Dom the starter in like 2018 and then
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
in 2019 Pete came up and then they were like,
I
Oh, this guy
never
can
heard
hit
of
50
Pete,
home runs.
bro. I never heard of Pete. I always heard like Dom is doing this in AAA, Dom is doing that in Brooklyn, the cycle, and Dom is doing this. And then he comes there and he's a let's just be real bust. And Pete just came in and just started slugging. Became one of the greatest Mets ever, or one of the great rookie Mets ever.
Yeah, 52
So
home runs for a season.
yeah, come on now. And Dom, I mean, he had one good year, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Then it just kind of he just lost playing time.
Yeah. So anything else you guys want to talk about around the league?
I mean, outside of the Rockies being terrible, I don't know.
It's historically bad, man. It's historic.
They've lost 22 consecutive series in a row since last year.
That's bad. Since September of last year, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Dude, it is.
That's
bad.
crazy.
You're what,
22
8 and 50?
series. That's so much.
What is it? They're 8-50 or 9-50?
9-50. They're on pace to win 18 games.
No way.
Dude, they're so bad. It's so crazy how bad they are. Like, I can't even believe it.
It's not like they blew up that team.
No, that's
Like,
the thing. The team is totally normal. Every player on that team is like good in some way. Like they have talent. I've seen them play good before. So I don't understand why they're so terrible.
And then nobody really wants to. If you're training, you don't want to train anybody from that team. You don't want anybody on that
It seems
team.
like cancer. You're just like, oh, get away from me.
That shit will kill the team.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you go to the AL West standings real quick? I want to see what that's looking like. I see DeGrom pitched a decent game today, but just want to know what the record is in the West.
What's his name?
Rangers are struggling, I think.
Good too.
So Seattle's in first, Houston, Texas, Angels, and Athletics.
Everybody's like, are they close as far as record wise, or?
Yeah, pretty close at the top at least. 32 and 26, 32 and 27, 29 and 31, 26 and 32, 23 and 37.
That's the Angels, right? The last one.
Athletics.
Oh, no, Athletics. The A's. That's the A's, right?
Yeah, the A's. They went on quite a big losing streak, or they're still on one.
Yeah.
6 games in a row.
Damn.
They had like a 10 or 12 game one recently. So yeah.
They gotta figure this out. Well, yeah, the AL West.
Houston's fighting Seattle. It's gonna be an interesting race, that one.
Yeah, Seattle tends to choke at the end though. They did that last year too.
They always tend to choke.
They always choke, man.
They've been hit by injuries on their pitching staff quite a bit, so and that's usually the strongest point of their team. It's not usually hitting.
Not to hit. Well, JP Crawford is still producing, right?
Yeah, I mean relatively.
Yeah.
He's okay.
No, their catcher's really good. Cal Riley.
Okay.
Yeah, big dumper.
Yeah.
That's his nickname.
Yeah,
I love it. I love
He
it.
leads the league in home runs.
It's true.
wow. Wait, what's his batting average though?
It's like 3 something.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So
It is
what's
for
the
center.
batting average? No way.
Yeah, Calgary's been pretty good catcher. He's
That's good.
his average isn't
Yeah.
300. It's 264, but
Oh, come on, man. Yeah, I mean, how you feel? It's not bad. It's not bad though.
his slugging is 630, OPS of 1 dot. So he's pretty good. Yeah,
Good catcher, that's
22
not
home
bad.
runs.
Would that make him the number 1 catcher in the league then? Offensively?
Oh yeah, easily.
Bars for catchers are very low for me, so
Yeah,
sounds pretty good.
if he's doing anything close to that, like anything close to a 1 dot OPS, that's a good catcher.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, again, I'm not sold on the Seattle. I feel they'll find a way to lose.
Yeah, their pitting is gonna let them down. They have a great rotation. They,
Keep them in the game, right?
Yeah, it keeps them in the game, but if they need more than just Cal Riley to produce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Julio Rodriguez will come around. I
He
don't think
hasn't been too good recently.
I don't know. I still think Houston will probably take that. They'll find a way and take at least come in first place or a wild card seed. I don't know about the Rangers. The Rangers seem inconsistent in offense. Who was the guy that got the big contract? Was it Trevor Simeon? Was it Simeon? Who got that big contract?
You mean Marcus Simeon?
Marcus Simeon, sorry.
Trevor Simeon,
Marcus
like the guy that played with the Jets. Broncos.
Yeah, my bad.
Trevor Simeon.
Oh, man.
Trying to give me flashbacks over here.
Love ball, bro. Yeah. Has he been producing at all?
He wasn't
I don't
last
know.
time I checked, he
haven't
wasn't a
heard
big
his name
slump,
like that.
but I think he's out of it now, maybe. Let's see. He's still not doing too good. 193 batting average, 278 on base, 257 slug, 536 OPS.
That was the prize. That was the prize. Free agent signing, right? A couple of years ago.
Yeah, I mean,
Corey
he had MVP votes a few seasons ago, so.
For the Rangers or
Yeah,
prior?
for the Rangers in 2023 when they won the World Series. He had a down year last year.
What was that, man?
He did his job there. Got him a World Series.
Okay.
I mean, he's 34,
Yeah.
so.
Oh, so yeah, he started declining was in process.
A little bit, but he's still a good player.
Right.
I mean, if he turns it around, he could have a good season. So.
Buy himself another couple of years.
Oh yeah, he probably has another 3 or 4 years to play at least.
I just haven't heard. I know their biggest weakness is offense because Valdi's having a great year.
Yeah, they have a great pitching staff, but they
say Mal. He's playing on the Mets too, right?
Who?
Mal.
Oh, Tyler Malley.
Yeah, Malley.
Was he a former Met?
I don't.
His name don't ring a bell.
No, he was in Cincinnati for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Minnesota.
Oh shit, Minnesota, bro. They all been on a friggin' tear after that slow start. They're pretty much just running away with the division almost. Even
I hope they do, because the Yankees always have for the win with them.
Yeah, that's almost a given. They always get the Minnesota Twins like the first round, and then it'll just be like batting practice.
Or the Guardians. You guys also like to kill the Guardians.
Yeah. The Guardians give them a little scare though. The Guardians give them a little
yeah,
scare
a little
last year.
scare, but they always had it in the bag.
Yeah, then Soto and that and just washed them. It's pretty much they're always gonna be like the stepbrother in the AL Central, but like it's just those two teams. Like, it's pretty much who's gonna face the Yankees in that division.
I know, the Tigers. Is that the same division?
Tigers has been killing it, man.
Yeah, the Tigers are in first, I believe.
Yeah, I think if I'm correct, Tigers, Twins, Cleveland, right? And then Kansas City.
It's
and then the White
Detroit,
Sox,
Cleveland, Twins, KC, and then the White Sox.
Well, that division's probably.
But they're all over 500 except for the White Sox.
Yeah, which isn't weird.
Go figure. 18 wins. Still twice as many as the Rockies have.
Yeah.
Honestly, any four of those teams could win the division.
I agree.
I agree too.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one.
It's gonna be hard. It's a hard one to predict, but the Tigers are running away with
the
it.
best pitcher too.
Yeah, I like what the Tigers are doing.
They're 6 games ahead of the Guardians right now, so.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's so good.
Who you guys think gonna come out of that division is if you had to predict right now?
I'm gonna say the Tigers still. I think if they can keep this up.
Stuck between the Tigers or Royals.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I meant the Royals. The Royals are the best pitcher right now.
Yeah, right now I'm gonna go. I'll go to Tigers myself.
I'm rooting for the Royals because I want Seth Lugo to do something cool.
He had a good year last year.
I mean, he's had a few good years as a starting pitcher, but the Mets never wanted to make him one for some reason.
I didn't like him as a starting pitcher anyway. I didn't like him, period.
You just don't like him.
I just didn't like him.
I did an apology video to him a few months ago, 6 months ago. Because I was hating. I was doing a Greg and I was hating on him.
I'm still hating on him, bro. I don't care if he wins the Cy Young. I'm gonna find something to hate on him about.
Dude, he almost did though. That's the thing. He had Cy Young votes recently.
Yeah, look, I know he's good. I something about him I just don't like.
All respect to Seth Lugo. He just.
I think it's the name.
Yeah.
It's not even the name, and how he looks too.
Yeah, that's what I hate his face.
He's just goofy.
He looks like a Seth Lugo.
Yeah, he looks like. Close your eyes and picture Seth Lugo. That's exactly what you think. That's exactly
Yeah,
what he looks
like
like.
typical white guy. I mean,
Yeah, that's
he was
famous
second in the
last
Cy
name.
Young vote last year, so we got to put some respect on his name.
Yeah,
To be
listen,
honest,
I respect him. I think he's a good player.
good
Their
starting pitcher.
best
We didn't
pitcher
think
this
so.
year, no. That's a funny name too.
Who?
Pubic.
Oh.
I don't know if I
Oh.
said it right though, but
Here we go. You want to talk about funny? It's funny we're talking about this. Greg, I didn't believe Greg. See, like, there's a player in college basketball, football player. His name, and Google this, Garrett. General Booty.
Oh, I've
What that
seen
yeah,
is.
this.
Oklahoma
Yeah, I've seen
Oklahoma.
this. I've seen
quarterback.
this. And there's another
He's
one
supposed to be
too
really
that you
good
can't.
too.
Yeah, I heard he's really good.
There's another one too. There's like a linebacker that has a funny name too in college football.
Oh
They
my
have a guy named Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
Kool-Aid.
the guy named Kool-Aid McCaskill or something, McAllister or something. Yeah,
McKinstry or something.
yeah. And Greg was showing me that guy's name too. And I think there's a guy also named either first or last name is Pubic or some shit like that.
I can't believe his name is General Booty. That's so funny.
Bro, like his family must have been really stoned.
Or
Yeah,
they were like
like,
redneck. They're probably rednecks because he's from Louisiana.
Oh god,
Yeah,
that's like kick and shit.
like
That makes
backwoods
sense.
people. Yeah, General Booty.
General. They use like where you want your kid to grow up to be like he wants to run the army. He's gonna be a general. That's his name, General Booty.
And then their last
I
name
didn't-
just happened to be Booty. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, they probably didn't think about that.
They did it
afterwards.
on
Like, oh,
purpose.
shit,
They
what
did
the
it on purpose.
Yeah.
There's no way. You're just like,
Like,
no
dude,
way.
you hate your kid that much?
Yeah, right? General ass.
I hope he becomes an all-time great.
Right?
I hope
Yeah.
so too.
You're really living in a simulation.
I want this guy to
Dude,
be Tom Brady, man. I want him to be like,
This is how you know, like, God has a sense of humor, or we live in a simulation. Like, it's just like, listen, we're gonna make this guy the greatest quarterback ever. 8 championships, General Booty. The greatest, like Tom Brady, go fuck yourself. Joe Montana, Patrick Mahomes, shut up.
never heard of him.
General Booty.
General Booty's
Never
my
heard.
guy.
You know, I got Booty's back.
Oh, hey, yo, pause.
Honestly, I hope he becomes a jet or a giant.
Nah, he'll
Yes.
never be a giant.
I would get a uniform. General, just
Booty.
Booty on the back.
You know what you
69
gotta-
has
you
to be
know-
his number. No way
Yeah.
I'm taking it.
His number should be 69.
Yeah, it has
Should
to
be
be.
69.
No way I'm taking it otherwise.
You know what he should have? He should have his whole. He should have G Booty on his name. Oh my god! Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. But that's how you know, like, there's something's really going on. All this shit is like a big joke.
It really is.
Oh man. So, anything you want to get into, fellas, before we head out? Van, you said you want to do a quick segment on the soccer update?
Yep.
Talk
Shout
about it,
out
brother.
PSG.
Cool. That's it?
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, those French guys, they're what happened in Paris after that team won is what we would have hoped. Well, not hoped, but what would have happened if New York won.
Oh god.
And the
Chaos.
next-
Yeah.
That's how you know they were waiting for that moment.
How long was the drought?
No, never won one.
Jeez, and how long they been in existence? For a long time,
Pretty
right?
sure for a while, like one of the original like French soccer teams.
Wow, and they were even with Mbappe there, they never won.
No, it's just a crazy part.
Yeah, Mbappe is like considered the best player right now, right?
Yeah, well, not anymore.
If it's not Messi jerseys I'm seeing in New York, I'm only seeing Mbappe's jerseys.
Probably the most popular.
Bro, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And he's only 24, 25, right? Mbappe's young.
Yeah, it's like in his mid-20s.
Mm. So he's still has he won anything?
What? I don't know if Real Madrid won anything this year.
Oh no, they did. Yeah, they did win. They win La Liga. They were reached. I forgot.
And he obviously won the World Cup.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy Dembele, I hope he wins Ballon d'Or. He's the looks like the best player this year.
Okay, that sounds good.
Goals, assists. The guy that basically replaced Mbappe.
Okay,
I think the coaching and the players willing to do everything that like a superstar like Mbappe doesn't do.
hmm
Like play defense and score, play hard. The reason they won.
all right, that's good. Well, shout out to PSG. Congratulations on your first win. Congratulations indeed. Again, the basketball stuff we really shed light on it yesterday. And lastly, make sure you guys tune into that. No football, no crazy football news, right? Other than the Huff deal.
The Stanley Cup.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, do your Stanley Cup, bro.
Yeah, it's a rematch of last year. I could go to 7 games. Both the most talented teams. The Panthers added Brad Marchand.
And with Connor McDavid, anything is possible, right?
And that guy, him and Draisaitl, it's just like a cheat code. It's sad that they haven't won yet, so I'm hoping they will win. But again, the Panthers are probably just as talented, so it's gonna be a really good matchup. I think it might honestly be more exciting than the NBA Finals.
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't even doubt you on that. Like, even if there's people around, like not even Knicks fans or whatever fans, it just seems like the morale, like, oh, we have those two teams, and you can't ask the average person to name one player on either team.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna be like, who's playing in the finals, and he's like, oh, cool, who's that guy? You know what I mean? Like, it's tough. It's tough. And I honestly think that I think it could end up being a good finals, but again, there's no like, how do you market that? And I mean, how do you market that? Like, it's Halliburton is, I guess, somewhat more marketable. He's more outspoken. But is he really? You know what I mean? Like, can he be more? Can you market that guy? Like, you definitely can't market Siakam. You can't market SJ, but you could market him. He's a quiet guy. I think he's more the game speaks for him. Chet.
That's something I like about him.
I think Chet might be the guy you could actually market because he seemed like he can help. He seemed like a
maybe your twin. What's his name?
He had like a stoner face. You know what I mean?
And he's the second best player.
Yeah, so maybe he can be marketable. Like I seen the commercials that he been on with SGA and the Dort, I think was on it, and he stands out. So there could be something there. But again, he's like a scrawny, skinny white guy. You know what I mean? So like, what can you do with that? He's not like no. I'm not trying to judge anybody, but he's not like he ain't no model face. You know what I mean? So like, it's gonna be hard to market that guy. It's so hard to market any of those guys on both sides. Really, like there's no villain, there's no hero. Everybody, it's like these are cool guys, I guess.
This blue collar basketball players kind of thing.
Yes. People want to see the Pacers win their first ring.
I don't, but go on.
People.
Or see if they can win their first ring.
I don't. I'd rather not see that or be around that. But
basically chasing history.
They never won a championship, right? Or did they?
They never did. Reggie Miller lost to Shaq and Kobe in the finals.
Right.
MJ beat him in his career.
I think OKC will probably edge them out. I think because they'll be. I don't know how if it's even people gonna care.
Pacers have won championships before the NBA.
Oh, wait, or the ABA, right?
Yeah, ABA. 1970, 72, and 73. So technically they've won a few, but not NBA ones.
Yeah.
Only a few years before OKC, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm not. I am I'm a New Yorker, so I'm biased. So I don't want to see the Pacers ever win. I want them to suffer. But
one evil thing that both the NHL and NBA did they had it on alternating days. So
Oh,
if
really?
if an NBA Finals game is really boring, you can't put on hockey or vice versa.
Really?
Yeah, I believe Stanley Cup starts on Wednesday. The NBA Finals is Thursday.
Thursday, right?
And like every other day so far. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Anything on the table, Gary? You want to discuss before we head out?
I think I'm good.
Good. Van, you good?
Yep.
All right, fellas. This is your Sportsload recap for Sunday, June 2nd or 1st? June 1st now, right?
It's
Well,
June 2nd,
June 2nd now,
12:31.
but
Yeah, June 2nd now when we're shooting. But yeah, you guys get it. All right. Keep liking, keep subscribing. Again, keep tuning in, man. Keep showing us that support. I'm Ja. That's GPS over there, and that's Van in this Discord avatar. So, all right, you guys have a good night, man. Peace.
all right, peace.
He's